Hey, what's up, guys? In my opinion, if the Sony lineup has any real flaws, one of them is the amount of HDMI ports, or more specifically, full bandwidth HDMI ports. The whole Sony line only has two, and that is HDMI 2 and 3. Full bandwidth being 4K at 60, which I'm sure when they were designing the display, they included many legacy connections. So I'm sure they were thinking, well, you can hook up all your old 1080p stuff, and how many devices would you need at 4K at 60? Well, if you're just watching movies, HDMI 1 and 4 are perfectly fine for for 4K and HDR use, because typically they top out at 24 FPS. There aren't many movies at 60 FPS yet anyway, so you're safe to use HDMI's 1 and 4 for those functions. However, if you're a gamer that has more than one system and you have a PC as well, you're going to find yourself out of HDMI ports, and it's pretty cumbersome, especially if you own a PC. So you're going to have to get yourself a splitter. And if you look down at the rack, that's where you see, actually you can't see, there you go. You can see a PS4, a receiver, an Xbox One S, and a Blu-ray player. So you're going to need a splitter. Oh, there's also a PC over there. Things are a little messy right now, but what I want to show you is the splitter, and really how small it is. Excuse me one second. Come on over here. Forgive my lack of editing. That is the splitter right there. It's tiny, just sitting on the PC. And there are all the devices hooked up to it. Quickly come back over here. Forgive my editing, guys. And this is the splitter that I'm using. You can get it on Amazon, $35. Don't spend a ton of money, guys. And this is what you need as far as specs go. You see 60 Hz HDR, 8-bit, 10-bit audio, HDCP 2.2, comes with a 3-foot cable. You can also get this same design with more ports. You can see 5-in-1 switch. I have the 3-in-1. And it comes with this tiny little remote. Nothing crazy. It's very simple. I will say that it doesn't work well with PC, so I would use one of your HDMIs for your PC, only because when you switch inputs, for some reason the PC itself tends to not recognize that it's switched out. So I would leave PC on a dedicated HDMI, and then use your other, use the splitter for, say, your PS4 or your Xbox. And then you also have your modes, your game, things all calibrated that way. You just switch back and forth. You can have them all running at the same time, or you can use your 4K Blu-ray player and your consoles all on the same splitter, and just kind of keep your calibrations separate with each one. But that's the way I run it. I have my Blu-ray player on HDMI 1. I have my PC on HDMI 2. And on HDMI 3, I have my splitter with my two consoles. That way I can just switch back and forth. And it will remember, you can set it to remember which one was on last, and it'll switch back and forth. It's pretty easy. You can buy really high-end ones for up to $100 if you really find that necessary. Guys, I wouldn't spend more than 30 bucks. So if you have any questions on it, look me up or hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Again, sorry about the messy room, but those are my responses to the HDMI splitter. Again, on Amazon. Expert, there's Blackbird, there's a bunch of different brands, but this one, like I said, $35. That's not much at all. Alright guys, thank you as always, and let me know what you think. Take care.